today, after my meditation, it really dawned on me that the first real estate is you. You are the asset, you are the real. So, investing in you as the being, as the holistic person, and not just a part of a process to profit is where I like to say, I don't just flip the property, I flip the person. When you have an external flip, you get a profit. When you have an internal flip, you get sustainability.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I'm your host, Scott Bursey, and today I've been joined by someone that I've really been looking forward to speaking with, Sinead DeRoiste, who's been making serious moves in the residential real estate space. Sinead is a trusted voice, a top-tier professional who has turned her years of experience into a roadmap for her clients. As the author of What the Flip, Real Estate Simplified, so you can get more, she's dedicated to the market and empowering the community she loves. From the first handshake to the final signature, she's a champion for her clients. Sinead, welcome to the show.
Scott, thanks for having me.
It's our pleasure. I think our audience is really going to take something away from your HEART philosophy. The heart philosophy, if you will, and the way you've transformed the home buying process into an educational journey. Sinead, let's dive in, shall we?
Yes.
So first off, for people who may not be familiar with your world, give us the short version. What's your main focus these days?
I am looking to give people the opportunity, whether it's first time in or seasoned investors, to give people the opportunity to turn a profit by flipping real estate and to give the property a second chance to present itself to the community.
Awesome. And what markets are you operating in? Are you global? Are you national? Are there some specific markets that you're concentrating on?
Well, I do have roots in Ireland. I would love to be in that market. That's where my family is currently. I'm also from Pennsylvania, so I keep my eye out there. I have property in North Carolina. I'm also a licensed broker in the state of North Carolina. And right now, I'm currently investing in the mitten state of Michigan.
Awesome. Awesome. Please tell us a little bit about your heart philosophy.
Sure. Well, the heart of the matter is really how I got involved in real estate. I'm a compassionate person and I tend to follow my heart and listen to my mind as well. But when I'm talking in real estate, we're talking about honesty, education, alignment, responsibility, and transformation. And that's the core at the heart of what I do when I invest in real estate. Because sometimes following my heart, not crunching the numbers in my mind, can lead me into a place that doesn't yield the best results. But I don't really take losses. I learn lessons and learn from there and grow from there.
Absolutely. Hey, I'm with you on that. Love it. What caught my attention about you was the way that you've been able to seamlessly bridge the gap between high level corporate storytelling and authentic social advocacy. proving that a brand's most powerful asset is its purpose. That's not easy, especially in this climate. What's been the key to keeping your machine running smoothly?
I would say having, well, it's three things, right? So in my core philosophy, I would say our first nation is imagination. Our first state is mind state.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
And today, after my meditation, it really dawned on me that the first real estate is you. You are the asset. You are the real. So investing in you as the being, as the holistic person, and not just a part of a process to profit is where I like to say, I don't just flip the property, I flip the person. When you have an external flip, you get a profit. When you have an internal flip, you get sustainability.
That is remarkable and great, great words. Thank you for sharing that. Now, Sherade, every operator I know has a moment where things got real. Maybe a deal that went sideways or a time that you had to pivot fast. You mind sharing one of those moments with us?
Goodness, I just posted about this deed fraud stuff. I don't know if you've had any experience in it at all, but I call this the awakening experience, Scott. And I had just moved from Carolina to Michigan. I found out where the local, county auction was taking place. I showed up, my cashier's check and my cash in hand, and there was a specific gentleman there that did not want me to buy the property, and I couldn't tell if he was scorned from, maybe it was his family's foreclosure. There's a lot of personal reasons why people are invested and emotional, but he was telling me don't buy the property. And I was telling him if he wanted to bid against me, no problem, let's compete. But he didn't want to compete. He just was giving me a don't you dare kind of warning. And oh my goodness, Scott, what I got myself into was he actually recorded a deed for a dollar purchase that same day, took it to the county, they registered it, it muddied up the title. I was surprising my partner with this purchase, and we ended up in a year-long legal battle where I was proving their deed was a fraud, and it brought the investigative journalist out of me. I used to do journalism right out of college there at Penn State, and oh my goodness, thank God I had those skills to do the investigation because I was able to back them into the corner. But dirty deeds and surprising your business partner with buying a property would be the two wildest rides I'd ever taken. And I thought it was a clean cosmetic in and out, but the legal side got downright dirty. So we just call that one the dirty deeds.
And Sinead, what a wild ride you just illustrated. Thank you for that. It's incredible how moments that feel like a disaster in real time often become the foundation for the next 10 years of growth. And honestly, that right there is the filter. It's what weeds out the dabblers and defines the investors who actually have the staying power to weather the cycles. Let me ask you this. What are you most focused on solving or scaling next?
Ooh, well, in terms of scaling, the last go round, I bought a couple properties, so I've got multiple flips going on right now, and I think I'm gonna scale that back. I think I realized that going big or going home, oh, I'm going home. I'm not gonna go so big. I'm gonna go more methodical. And I would say too, I would like to get more involved in helping people who end up in the foreclosures process, figure out a way to help themselves before it gets to that. I think that um necessities like food, clothing, and shelter are important in building neighborhoods where the neighbor doesn't mind being a neighbor. So we don't just have a hood. And so, um, right now I'm dealing with a sensitive situation with squatters in one of my flips, and they are actually the descendants of a grandmom who never deeded the property and then they didn't pay the taxes. And having to put these people out is probably just as heartbreaking for me as it is for them. And working with community resources to make sure these people can find sustainable living, but I would like to get more involved in the advocacy part to help teach people how to make sure grandmom passes the deed along to a descendant, things of that nature. Because I don't want to keep. I love having my job, but I don't like to see people hurt along the way.
Sinead,
If you're looking for consistent, high quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
I can tell. And, that's the real talk. And that's what you offer the world. And I got to say, I love it. May I ask, what's your next real big goal, the bullseye, if you will, the next 6 to 12 months?
The next 6 to 12 months is going to be focused on teaching so people can learn along the way and empower themselves. This whole thing started for me. I was in corporate sales for a huge food company. Talk about food, clothes, and shelter. I worked for a major food corporation for a decade before jumping into entrepreneurship. But I would like to see people. It started for me with a book on CD while I was working my, account executive job. I was listening, learning, and then I got my real estate license, and now I'm doing it independently. And I want to be able to empower people to feel like they are healed, like they are ready to own it, and like they are educated to go out there and execute on it. So for me, it's working with in those capacities and continuing to teach and guide and mentor people. And I don't even like to use the word clients. I mean, these are my peeps, I like to work with genuine people and get genuine results. So I want to continue to scale up that and continue to flip, and maybe not multiples at one time because I don't want to flip myself off of this earth because balance and health is wealth. So, doing things in a strategic yet um, regulated nervous system kind of way.
Sure, absolutely. And I'm really interested to know, going from the corporate world into the independent sector, how do you maintain your edge when things are going well? It's easy to grind when you're broke, but how do you stay hungry when you're successful?
Well, you never forget where you came from. I mean, the roots. It's a garden for me. I'm a big agricultural advocate. So for me, it's rest is a part of work, and we have to remember to balance our joy. And we spell enjoy ENJOY, but I like to look at it like INJOY. I have to enjoy who I am, what I'm doing. And for me, it's about work that keeps my heart feeling light. And I think I said earlier, I'm a big dance party advocate. I don't like to get into politics too much. I know they exist, but I think that we could all use a good dancey dance. So for me, I celebrate the success. I nurture my humble roots. I operate in gratitude. I journal a lot. So sometimes when I'm way up there feeling super good, I read back through some notes of some things I had to overcome. And then I pat myself on the back again or give myself a butterfly hug and say, hey, we made it. Now where are we going? And realign with a stable satisfaction of a goal accomplished and a humble heart for the experience and the lessons learned along the way.
Absolutely. Very well said, Sinead. Now, I got to ask you, the next move is where the leverage lives. It can either perfect your operations or detonate your workflow, depending on the strategy that you deploy. Now, I know a lot of our audience is either earlier in their journey or looking to level up. And I think they'd benefit from hearing this from you. When it comes to building relationships and growing your network, what's made the biggest difference for you?
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
You can't fake it until you make it. You can mirror and project. You can meditate, imagine, faking. I wouldn't advise that. I would definitely, I would continue on the path of authenticity. I mentioned Dirty Deeds, the property, and that almost like really beat me up out of the game. I thought I was doing something so spectacular and it ended up so crazy. And if I would have stayed discouraged, I wouldn't have met my next great alignment of people who also had the same company in common, whoever knew that company even existed to do what they did. But by being authentic and not losing my core desire, I was able to connect with someone else who had the same pain point, lo and behold, and we were able to build and grow and do some great, six-figure numbers together. So, turn pain into purpose, lean into authenticity, follow your heart.
That hits home. In an industry that is so transactional, being the person who actually shows up when there isn't a deal on the table is what creates that competitive edge around your business. It's that unsexy consistency that most people aren't willing to do. Thank you for sharing that. Interested to
Flat out the
know,
truth
how do
right
you
there.
maintain
Absolutely.
when things aren't going so well? We all, have a special space, or a lot of people do anyhow. I guess my question is, where do you go to regroup, to re-energize,
Yes.
to say, hey, things aren't going well right now, to get yourself in the right mindset to tackle the next project so you can continue to excel like you have been?
And where I was going with that is Big Sinead is the educated, informed version that Little Sinead is just yesterday. Little Sinead was just a couple hours ago because I don't know. None of us know 100% of what we don't know. And so I meditate and I reflect and I take the educated self, Big Sinead, back in the space where Little Sinead didn't know better, couldn't do better, and we authentically connect and we discover what was missing together. Little Sinead might need a hug. I might have embarrassed myself in a meeting. I might have spoken out of turn. And little Sinead could be 5-year-old little Sinead too. It could go that deep. So for me, it is introspection, it's reflection, it's prayer, it's meditation, it's, journaling. I am my own personal essayist. So sometimes I reread where I've been to recognize that I do actually have the fortitude to go forward because, the present is called the present. It is a gift. However, our past can sometimes get in the way of where we're at and where we want to go. And so that's where I use the power of my current knowing to go back and reach out to my inner uncertainty and bring that up to where we are so we can be here together in alignment and be comfortable. And authentically, if I don't know, then Big Sinead keeps asking questions of other big people. I expand on what I can teach myself so I can go back and heal that part of myself that felt lost or uncertain. I hope that answers it.
It does. And your gifts are a gift to the world. All right.
Thank
Before
you,
we
Scott.
wrap, if someone wanted to reach out and connect with you, maybe collaborate or learn more about what you're doing, what's the best way for them to reach you?
Sure, they could reach out to me on Instagram. I am at Dream, See, Live, because if you can dream it and create a plan to see it, I know you can live it.
Awesome. Awesome. Perfect. Well, thank you. We really appreciate your time, your
Thank
story, and your perspective. We need more people in the space who are doing it the right way. Thanks again for being here.
welcome and thank you for having
And for
me.
those of you, it is our pleasure, and you are welcome back at any time. For those of you tuning in, if you got value from this, make sure you're subscribed. We have more people, more conversations coming up with operators just like Sinead, who are out there doing business correctly. We'll see you in the next episode, everybody.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.